All right, we're all finished. Alice did a great job. She was a real trooper for all the probing in her ears.
Thank you.
I did find today that she has a mild hearing loss in both of her ears.
So what does that mean?
Well, don't worry, ordinarily this is temporary, but when I looked in her ears, I could see fluid back behind her eardrums. So this can reduce the volume of sound for her. It's kind of like when you have a head cold and your ears feel stuffy, that sort of thing. But right now, to Alice, when I'm talking at about this level, to her it sounds more like this level right here. And that can stay that way as long as that fluid's in the ears. I do anticipate that once the fluid is gone, that her hearing would go back up into the normal hearing range.
Well, that's good news.
Yeah. Recall that she had that newborn hearing screening and that was normal. So I expect that this is a temporary problem.
So the hearing loss isn't permanent?
No, I don't anticipate that this is a permanent problem. Okay. But I do want you to go see Dr. Hamilton to see about the fluid that's in her ears and to see if there's anything that needs to be done to treat that. And then once he's determined that her ears are clear, I'd like you to come back so that I can retest her hearing and make sure that her hearing does go back up into the normal hearing range.
Well, is there anything I can do to prevent all these ear infections?
Well, we do know that there are some things that can contribute to ear infections. For instance, when children are in daycare, they are around a lot of other children and they share germs. So that can increase the likelihood of ear infections. We also know that when adults are smoking in the home, that can irritate the upper respiratory system and that can result in more ear infections. Are there any of those contributing factors for Alice?
No, she doesn't go to daycare and no one smokes at home.
Okay, great. Well, you're doing everything that you can do then. Some kids are just going to be more likely to get, fluid or ear infections. Now today, all I'm seeing in her ears is fluid. It would be Dr. Hamilton who will determine whether it's an actual ear infection that's in the ears today. Do you have any questions about this?
Well, do you think this will affect her speech at all?
Well, I did a speech screening today, and she did great on that. She passed her speech screening. And along with what you told me earlier about her language development, I'm not at all concerned. But what I am going to do is I want to give you a handout on some language milestones, and I'd like you to follow along as she develops. So you can make sure at 15 months she's doing what she's supposed to, at 18 months, etc. And if you ever feel like she's not meeting those milestones, I'd like you to bring her in so we can do some more testing.
Good, because I'm worried that, maybe there's some words that she should be saying that she's not saying right now.
Well, her motor development's great. She's walking already, and that's a lot for children her age. They're working on their motor and they're working on their speech. And what we find is that those are really big skills. And a lot of children don't work on both of them at the same time. They'll focus on one, and then once they get better at that, they'll move on to the other one. So I think she's doing really well.
Okay. So I guess we'll go to Dr. Hamilton and he'll clear up or treat the ear infection.
Well, you're going to go back to Dr. Hamilton and he's going to look at the fluid that's behind her ears and figure out how that should be treated. And then I want you to come back to me once he has determined that her ears are clear so that I can retest her hearing and make sure that her hearing is in the normal hearing range.
Okay, so once her ears are clear, we'll come back here and see you.
Yeah, but first you'll need to make an appointment with Dr. Hamilton. And I'm going to send over all these test results today so he knows everything that we found.
Okay. Now, I've heard about tubes. Can you tell me more about tubes?
Yeah, I can. So pressure equalization tubes are put into the eardrum, and they just serve kind of like a drainage pipe. They let fluid come out from back behind the eardrum, and they can be very effective for children who are getting a lot of ear infections. It is a surgical option. So if you and Dr. Hamilton decide that that's something that you want to pursue further, then he would send you on to an ear specialist.
Okay. Well, will her hearing return to normal?
Well, I can't say for certain. That's why I want to see you back again once her ears are clear. but I do anticipate that her hearing will go back up into the normal range.
Okay.
Do you have any other questions?
No, you answered everything I have.
All right, well, great. Let me go grab those language milestones for you, and then I look forward to seeing you and Alice back once her ears are clear.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome.